Hello, Skibby here from the That's So Craven podcast. Today giving my thoughts on the up-and-coming game on Saturday against Tottenham Hotspur at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And first and foremost, from a Fulham perspective, we came off the back of an international break with a win. That's very unheard of. I'm still in shock, especially against a very good opposition with Sunderland. Everyone had underestimated them this season. Didn't realise they were going to do quite as well as they have been, sitting sort of in the top six for since the beginning of the season, but a very, very good 1-0 win. With Tottenham, unfortunately, losing one of their biggest games of the season with the North London derby, and quite a heavy one as well, with Eze to rub the salt in the wounds. So that, for most people, would probably fill them with a bit more optimism. But for me, that's just poking the bear. I think the Spurs have been severely rattled by that result. Yes, we'll be on the back of a win, so our confidence is going to be high. But Spurs back at home are going to be wanting to make amends. And oh my word, I think they're going to come out of the cage fighting come Saturday. For Fulham, we're finally over the hump now with our with our injuries. Muniz is still out, Robinson is out, but it's great now that we've got Raul back, Harry Wilson is back. Lukic is back now from suspension, but whether we need him or not is going to be another question, because in Lukic's absence we've put Iwobi into that central midfield, and it's actually kind of worked in our favour, I think, in a way that with Lukic and Sander Berge it can be too negative, two defensive midfielders, but with Iwobi now going in next to one of those defensive midfielders, it really kind of adds a bit of oomph to our firepower, allowing us to get up the pitch and be more creative from that central space. Bring Kevin Chukwueze into the game, because obviously Iwobi would take one of those wing spots from one of those players, so it's really great to sort of have that sort of dynamic duo, as it were, in the middle. But I'm worried about Spurs. Kudos to Kudus. As he is a fantastic player. I think he has the most assists in the Premier League this season, or one of. I think he is definitely one of those sort of players that can hurt us on his day. But not to mention, Richarlison scored a fantastic goal against Arsenal. And like I said, they're going to want to make amends. They're going to be out there fighting. And there's one man on that pitch who I think both sides are going to, give applause to. And he's one man you don't want to have riled up, which is Palhinha. It's going to be great to see him back in the Premier League, but it's going to hurt us to see him in a non-Fulham shirt. I think that he can really make the difference and really rough up that midfield, especially if sort of Berger and Iwobi are a bit lightweight when it comes to a Palhinha tackle. But no, I've got all full faith in Fulham.